Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is my 2024 BMW M2. As you can see, we got all nice and shiny here on this overcast kind of day. And today we're going to be talking about a new car that I ordered. So I just went out on a whim and ordered a 2027 C8 Corvette. Because if you guys are unfamiliar with Corvettes, the 2027, they came out with a new 6.7 liter V8 engine. It's a 409 cubic inch. And it makes 535 horsepower. And I figured, well, you know, gives it a little boost because the C8 is quick, don't get me wrong, but an extra 30 horsepower would be wonderful. So they raised the horsepower quite a bit. Actually, it's like an extra 40 horsepower. And the torque, it's a big engine now, it's a 6.7. So I'm like, you know what, I want to try out a Corvette. My name is JVet. I've always wanted to own a new Corvette. So here's my chance. I got a good deal on it and everything. So I placed the order. So it's going to be going into production soon, but I'm a little conflicted on what I should do with the M2. Do you guys think I should keep the M2 and have the C8 Corvette and sell the Supra instead, or I should say trade the Supra? Or do you think that I should trade the M2 and then have the C8 and the Supra, or just the C8? I can trade in both cars. I'm kind of conflicted on what to do because I love my M2. Another option we're going to talk about is the 2027 M2 xDrive, because the configurator is now live on that car, so you can actually build and price it now. And that's another one that's kind of tough because I love everything about this car. The only thing I don't like about it is that sometimes it loses traction easily, which is fixed with the xDrive. So I'm like, maybe ordering an M2 xDrive would be ordering the perfect car for me, because I'm a little bit of a unique individual because I'm 6'6". And I fit in this car wonderfully. The C8 Corvette, I don't fit in it great. I could make it work just to have one. You know, I really like the car and I wouldn't be daily driving it, so I could probably make it work, but I don't want to run into a situation like with my Audi RS3 where, you know, I get the vehicle thinking I'm going to like it and I end up not liking it, right? And last thing I want to do is get rid of this beautiful M2 to get a C8 Corvette, and then I absolutely hate it. Now, I already know the new C8, even with the 6.7, I already know it's not going to be as fast as this car in a straight line, or like once it's moving. I already know it's not going to be faster than this car, because this car is just so freaking quick as it is with just the CS flash. So it's 523 horsepower, but put down around 550 wheel on the dyno. So it's extremely underrated. It's a very fast car. Fast for me, fast for my standards. So I know the C8's not going to be as fast, but it's going to have that big American V8. It's going to sound great. So I just don't know what to do. What do you guys think? Should I? Because this car is worth so much money right now, which is another thing that's kind of hard to justify not trading in this car because it's worth so much money. The Chevy dealership is offering me $60,000. Now, obviously it could change, but the salesperson told me that usually when they quote a value, because the C8s are built kind of quickly, especially since they're a high volume store and they get a lot of allocation, they said the number usually doesn't change, or if it does, by like $500. So this car is literally worth 60 grand still. And I've already owned it for almost 3 years. I've already had a lot of fun with this car, built some memories with this car, you know, raced a lot of cars while stock, raced a lot of cars with the CS flash. And I pretty much got my enjoyment out of this platform. I was able to kind of experience it. Now, I know you guys might be thinking, oh, well, what about, you know, doing a E50 tune and this and that? I don't want to do all that. This car is rear-wheel drive. You know, I'm going to need a tire to put the power down. It's just going to be silly. The CS Flash is perfect. Like this car, 550 wheel horsepower. Like, come on. Like, that's perfect. You don't need any more power than that. And oh my goodness, under this lighting, the car looks amazing. I don't know. What do you guys think? We're going to hop in and go for a little drive. But I just, I don't know what to do, guys. Because this car is worth so much money. The Supra's worth a decent bit of money too. And I could possibly trade the Supra and then have the C8 and the M2. But I don't know, that is kind of expensive. I mean, I can afford it, no problem, but that is kind of expensive. And I don't know if that'd be a smart idea to have, you know, a bunch of very expensive cars. Because I also have my Model 3 Performance, which, you know, it's just a lease, but it's not, you know, a cheap car either. So that'd be quite a bit of cars for, you know, just me cruising it around. But what do you guys think about the C8 idea? Oh, I was going to talk to you guys about the M2 idea, the 27 M2. So since I love my car so much, my M2, The 2027 is just like this one. They didn't change anything crazy. They didn't make it have like a hybrid or any nonsense like that. Although they do have a new S58 with like M Ignite. I'm not too sure on if that's good or bad or whatever. I usually keep my cars close to stock, so I'm not really too worried about like the, you know, aftermarket and all that. But the 2027 M2 is just like this one, and I love this one. So like I said, it doesn't have any additional nonsense with like the hybrid and all that. Not saying that that's bad, but I just prefer not to have it. So a 27 M2 xDrive might be the perfect car for me, because then I can put all the power down. Now it'll be back to 473 horsepower instead of 523, which will be a noticeable difference for sure. But I don't know if that one will have the CS flash available. We'll have to see. I'll be able to have the car that I love, but with the all-wheel drive. Because the only things I don't like about this car, like I said, was the rear-wheel drive with it like spinning all the time, and it's kind of hard to put the power down unless you're already moving, which is not that big of a deal. It does put the power down okay. But other than that, I mean, sometimes there's a little bit of a rattle like by the cup holder area, which is so minor. I mean, just nitpicking. You know, what's to say the new one might not have that rattle too, or maybe a different one. But there's nothing really that I don't like about this car. And it's still in perfect condition. As you guys can see, this car is in pristine condition. There is not a single nick on this car. Well, I guess there is. In the front, there's a few little rock chips and stuff, but this car is literally in brand new showroom condition. So I don't know, it's kind of tough, because I'd love to just keep this car long term, but it's hard when it's worth so much money. So I bought this car brand new, brand spanking new, right? Because most people tell you, oh, buy a new BMW M car, it's going to depreciate, blah, blah, blah. I bought this car brand new almost 3 years ago, and I have close to 20,000 miles on this car for 70 grand. I bought it brand new for 70 grand, and it's still worth 60 on trade-in. I'm kind of torn, because right now is probably the best time to take advantage of the value on the car, because, you know, it'll probably only go down from here. I mean, cars, that's what they do. They depreciate, right? Unless it's like a old school one-off Porsche or something like that. But cars typically depreciate. And I feel like right now is a perfect time for me to take advantage of how much the car is worth. So it's kind of tough. Let me show you guys just how pristine this car is. So obviously I walked around the car a couple times. It looks great. Let me show you this. This interior, now obviously it needs to be vacuumed. Look how clean this interior is. That can be wiped off. That's like some, I don't know, lotion or whatever, I don't know. But look at this. Literally looks like a brand new car. No scratches, no dings, no nothing. Window tint was put on very nicely. So, I don't know. I don't really want to get rid of it, but it's just tough, guys. I don't know. And what do you think about the Corvette idea? Like, do you guys think a Corvette would be fun to have on the channel? I've always wanted to own one. You know, or maybe I can trade in the Supra on like a used like C7 or something, but I don't know. I just like having new cars. The Supra I only bought used because I knew the person who had it and he was the original owner. Because I don't know, I just don't like buying used cars. So what do you guys think? Let's hop inside here and let's chit chat a little bit more. This car is so good, guys. I love this car so much. I don't know how I could possibly part with this car. It's just such a good car. It's so smooth still. Well, I'm talking like it's an old car. It's only 18,000 miles, but oh my goodness. It just feels so nice every time I drive it. That's what I'm saying. I think the M2 xDrive, obviously I'd probably love it just as much as this one, but will it be a big enough change to justify the, you know, maybe 20 grand or so difference? I don't know. I mean, it'll be a new car again, so it'll be a 27, but I don't know, it's tough. This car just runs so good. And it looks amazing. You guys saw how nice it looked with this overcast. Just the red, the Toronto red, which is only a 2-year color for the M2, by the way. the G87 M2 Toronto Red is only on 23s and 24s. And Toronto Red is a M only color, so it's not a color that you can get on just a regular BMW. So I don't know, I think I have to keep this car. Like, whether I get the Corvette or not, I think I have to keep it, even though it's worth money. I might be kicking myself 3 years from now, being like, oh man, I could have got 60 grand for my M2, but I don't know, I just love the car. It's paid for, we don't have a payment. The car is chilling, it's not costing me much money. The insurance, believe it or not, is actually not very expensive on this car. So the only thing I have to pay for is registration, which is kind of high in Nevada. And you guys know it's not an M2 video without some sort of acceleration. Let's try, we'll do second gear. Sounds so good. Getting a little squirrely on me. I mean, the squirreliness is fun. It's just, it can be unsafe, and also it can be counterproductive if you're trying to like race. Obviously you don't want to spin if you're racing. And I do like to go to Mexico. Third gear, hopefully it won't spin in third. Oh my God, this car pulls so hard. Woo! This car just keeps pulling. It does not stop. Oh, I can't get rid of this car. I can't. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.